Someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full screen, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of BIYENGE, feature your Truly Tre, and our special guest, Savage Dan. What's good, bro?
Come on, guys. Thanks for having me, man.
Nah, big up to you. Thank you so much for, just taking up your time and joining us on a special iBoxingHub special. We obviously just wanted to put something together, for yourself, man, because, you do so much for the media back-end stuff for Boxer, and also you're involved in various different projects that we're obviously going to talk about briefly. But before we get into the show properly, here's a quick word from our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Yes, people. You know the spiel by now. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock Clothing. So people, head over to the description and utilize that discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you liked what my cousin was wearing during the shadow boxing in the video, just head over to the description and utilize that discount code. We've obviously got Kami all the way from the States. She's tuned into the show. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. We've obviously got a special here, cuz, man, like the work that Savage Dan, does, across all media, Filthy Fellas, he's been able to do a number of stuff, with PK Humble, with a few people. He's obviously got this tremendous project, Jukebox Studios. We're obviously going to talk to him, about it in more detail. He does the work, not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well. And Savage Dan, man, we're giving you so much appreciation for the great work that you do. So big up to you, my brother. And thank you so much for being on the roundup.
Come on, man. Let's talk boxing.
Let's talk boxing, cuz. Let's get down to business, man.
I want to dive straight in. Dillian Whyte v. Moses Otuma. Is it too soon for Moses? Is it too early, this fight?
Do you know what? It's always the question. That's the age-old question. Is it too soon? Have they timed it right? I've been hearing Moses Otuma has been punching up people for years now. I know it's only sparring, and I know that there's always going to be question marks. Can he do it? Can he step up against Dillian, who's a veteran? But let's be honest, even Dillian would probably admit his best days are behind him. Can he go to the world one more time and pull out something major? Of course he can. Of course he can. And that's why there's a bit of intrigue around this fight. But I think the smart money will always go on Moses, because he would have picked Dillian. He would have been looking for an opponent that stylistically suits him and makes him look good. He's obviously the younger man, faster hands, got all the momentum, and Dillian obviously with he's a veteran in the sport now, warlord, super on it, tough, and it's about whether Dillian can make his imprint on Moses. We're not even seeing Moses have to really answer any questions because he's that good, not because people haven't wanted to ask them, just because they can't even get there to ask the question. As soon as they get in there, he's too sharp, too big, and it's easy to sensationalize someone when it's a lot of first round knockouts, and they look so explosive, and and then sometimes they get a bit of a reality check, and all of a sudden everyone starts looking at the names that they was beating up and just like, oh, in fact, you know what? That makes sense. Maybe he wasn't what we thought he was. So this is one of those fights where this would be the first legitimate name that goes on Moses Otuma's CV. But I personally think Ben Davison knows what he's doing. I think that the whole team know what they're doing by picking a Dillian White, and I think Dillian White is thinking they think he's done. It's just what version of Dillian we get.
No, 100%, 100%. And big up to everyone just in the comments as well. Mr. Neutral saying, what's good, fellas? Big up to you, the classy one, aka Mr. Jim Watt of New Boxing Media. And you've got a fellow Chelsea fan in our brother Abbas, who's obviously coming through saying, let's talk boxing. But thank God we've got another Chelsea fan. Finally got you in the channel. Look at this. Look at this.
Come on, man.
No, big up, man. And Ando, all the way from Stay Away Din's obviously saying, big up, Savage Dan. Nah, bro, we love the energy. We're obviously bringing, banter, football, boxing, all into, the mix here. I agree with you, definitely. I think, Moses Atuma is obviously the bookie's favorite, but I can't lie to you. I do have some faith in the body snatcher, the original body snatcher in Dillian White, and I think he could potentially, spoil the party. I know it's a calculated move, fighting Dillian at this time because they're looking at, what he's been able to do recently. He's not really looked good in these past few fights, man. But Dillian White, regardless of what he's done in his previous fights, he's still a world level challenger. He's fought at that level. He's fought, Tyson Fury. He's fought Joshua. He's fought Joseph Parker, Chisora. So these are big names, man. So if you can beat a Dillian White at this stage of your career, then surely, we got to look at, him being pushed, for world title shot eventually, man. But tell me, what? Yeah. What you saying, brother? If you had, let's say, a spare 100 quid, who are you putting your money on, man, in this situation, man?
A spare 100 quid on my last 100 quid?
Let's say last. Let's call it last.
If my last 100 quid, I'm going Moses based on what I'm seeing him do, just based on momentum, based on the laws of boxing, man. Like, there is always a baton that needs to be passed on. Would I bet my last £100 on it? Probably not, unless the odds were fantastic. But I would be. It would be, put it this way. It'd be, everyone knows it. It would be a super upset if Dillian was to pull this out the bag.
Yeah.
He knows it. He knows it. And that's probably what's fueling him. He knows people are writing him off here. I personally think it is not too soon for Moses. I think it's probably the right time, and hopefully, what you probably do want if you're Moses as well is to not just land the first shot that you throw and then all of a sudden you've won the fight. You probably want to be asked a couple of questions, because these fights are meant to show you something that maybe you didn't see or you didn't know or you hadn't experienced it. And sometimes when you beat everybody in such a good fashion up to the point where by the time you're asked a question, it's a massive question. Sometimes you don't want that. So I think even Moses would like it to be a good Dillian White.
Yeah, no, definitely. Cuz obviously, I think you're actually in this situation, cuz we're going for the underdogs in this situation, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like Dillian, I spent some time. I like Dillian. But just me, I would be surprised if he won it. Yeah. Like, I have to take the fact that I like Dillian out of it. I have to just look at this objectively as what it is. The bookies have him favourite. Momentum suggests a win for Moses. He's being tipped as the next one to dominate the division.
Yeah.
I'm not betting against that. I've bet against things too many times, and I'm going with the house on this one.
No, that's it. No, cuz what you say, man? What you say, cuz?
The problem that I'm seeing here, right, is everyone's overlooking Dillian White. I understand his last two performances wasn't great, but remember, this is pretty much, they say, last opportunity, and I think he's hungry because look, should he beat Moses? Yeah, it's fine because Moses is still young. He's still got more to learn, etc. But Dillian, he wants to be involved in Riyadh season. He wants, do you know what I mean? He wants the likes of AJ. He wants the big names. So I'm just saying that, look, I can't see this fight going to distance. If it does, someone could get robbed. But definitely I'm seeing somebody. Definitely, I can see a few knockdowns from both of them. That's just me being honest. From both of them, I can see Moses knocking down Dylan first, and I can see sorry, I can see Dylan knocking down Moses. Yeah, the left hook, and I can see Moses knocking down Dylan. But again, I don't. Something just tells me, as boxing fans, as casual fans, we are overlooking Dylan. It's a bit like what's his name? Is it Gerard Anderson? Is it Gerard Anderson? When before he fought Martin Bakoli, a lot of people
I knew that, though.
easy light work.
Who said that?
I mean? A lot of Americans, they're saying,
The Americans, not you. I know you, Dan, yeah, but a lot of the Americans, they're looking at Martin Bakoli and thinking, yeah, this is going to be a pushover. He's coming up.
But maybe, you know what it is? Remember, not many people knew about Martin Bakoli in that to a certain degree. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of his work had been done behind the scenes. Americans especially aren't going to know. But anybody who knew what was going to happen that night. Like that was the easiest money you could ever make, in my opinion. Yeah. I knew it'd be that, and I knew it'd be just like that. But this one, I think that, do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Moses isn't small. He hasn't really got any real deficiencies anywhere. And I think the major part of this is going to be foot speed and hand speed. I think that's it. I just think they're maybe too far apart on foot speed and hand speed. I think that could be the difference. That we know what Dillian's got when he bites down on his gum shield. He got that long left hook. He's a nightmare. But if we get a sharp Moses, I can't see how it's anything other than a Moses win.
No,
I want a great fight. I do want a great fight, but Moses hasn't even got one of those styles that gels with you. It just dominates.
100%. I agree with you. And look, Abbas, big up to Abbas, man, all the way from Stay Weighed In. He's obviously saying, we're being nice. White looked arse recently. Moses in 5. Mr. Neutral's obviously saying, I don't think Atoma knows how to lose yet. Moses inside 5. So, yeah, man, it's the left hand, an absolute weapon. I agree with you. And Abbas is also saying that the easiest money is Canelo to beat Bud, respectfully, but Dan nailed it with the speed. Look, you're getting the agreement.
Southpaw, right? He's a southpaw, right?
Yeah,
because I realize a lot of people they struggle with southpaws.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Finn will have a problem with southpaw because his best shot's really his left foot. Like it's not like he's a straight puncher that much, Dillian. But I just think it will be the speed difference, the timing difference, and let's be honest, like we would have probably favoured Moses a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Let alone now. It's not like we haven't seen anything great in the last year or so from Dillian, and he's been inactive. He's been out for a long time. He's had 1 or 2 fights. He fought Tete, and it's not the preparation you probably would want for Moses. So if he's gonna pull something out of the bag, it's gonna be a real something he has to pull out the bag.
Yeah, for sure. It's
but
looking
interesting. This is the thing. Like this is the issue I have. He's fighting inactive Dylan White. Do you know what I mean? Like I would rather him fight someone who's active, who's probably ranked top 10 or something. Do you know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is.
I think you know what it is. There's careers, and then there's matchmaking, and there's names, there's profiles. Dylan White's a name you want, man. You want that because when you look back over the years, it doesn't say Dillian White. What Dillian White? It says Dillian White.
Yeah, no, definitely. Even Mr. Neutral agrees with you. He's saying, I agree with Dan. Moses 2 years ago would have been competitive. Now, I think he's talking about Dylan White. 2 years ago, it would have been more competitive, but now it's looking like. But let's see what happens. I think regardless, this is going to be a good acid test just to see where Moses is at. Because if he wins this fight, then I think the next fight needs to be against a Joseph Parker. I don't know what's going to happen, with the whole, WBO title. Is Usyk going to vacate? Is he going to take his mandatory? Whatever happens, if Moses wins this fight, we obviously have to look at the WBOs when they're obviously high up in the rankings. You're looking at Joseph Parker and Moses Atuma, man. But Joseph Parker's camp, they're probably looking at it and thinking he's too grey. to have a fight with me, man. I need to fight people that's above. But
Yeah. Look, if you're look, who wants to fight Moses right now? Unless there's a massive amount of money on it. You it's he is a name that boxing fans know, but he's not a household name. So for the big boys, they're looking at him and thinking, you're gonna have to give me a lot of money to fight him because it's a dangerous fight. There's not enough details on him to know exactly how to beat him yet. Usually, you know, when a fighter gets beat, he's almost beat over a period of time. Like that person's done that and that's affected them. That person's done that. And you manage to take a little bit from each of those and be like, all right, cool. These are the patterns we've now picked up. You haven't even got that with Moses.
yeah,
Right now, he's a nightmare to fight because his tail's up. He's got the wind behind him. And you don't really even know how to beat him. And you know he's got fast hands, fast feet. He's 20 years old. Yeah, he's not in the who needs him club, but he's certainly in the like, I don't want to fight him if I don't have to fight him. Or if the reward's not good enough club.
True.
No, it's true. It's a keep busy name fight for Moses because soon the belts will split and then it's a wide open season. I agree with you, Abbas, man. Great point there. It's obviously going to be an interesting one as well. Let's just quickly just brush up on the card as well. The card overall looks like a decent one. It's obviously coming up as well. I kind of just wanted to get your thoughts on it as well. It's looking a bit juicy. I know that
the fight I want to talk about on there is my boy.
Who are you saying?
David, man.
Yes.
Like, that fight there, I was with David the other day. That's a proper fight, man. That is a serious fight. I don't want to go into too much detail on it.
Say something for us. Say something.
But I'm gonna say that Hrgović is the big bad wolf, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah.
But now I think we've got a big enough sample size on him. He did very well against Zhang. I thought he won that fight against Zhang, actually. Or did he win the fight?
Yeah, he did.
He won the fight. He won. I actually thought Zhang won it. But I thought he did really well.
Yeah.
I thought he did really well to even cope with it because Zhang's a big old lump as well. He's looked good for most of his career, but now we've begun to see a couple of chinks. We've seen the Dubois, which obviously happens, and it's not like he looked fantastic against Joe Joyce. But he's big, he's brave. He likes it early. He likes a fast start, and he lets his right hand go. That I think that's his willingness to just throw the 1-2 is for me his best attribute. He hasn't actually got that much past that 1-2. 1, 2, 3. It's not like he's super elusive, super skillful, super fast hands, super fast feet. When that fight was made, everyone at first, even including me, was like, and then I had a deeper dive into it. I had a proper look at it, and I thought, do you know what? Stylistically, that could be a fight that makes David look really good if he gets it right. If he gets a good start and gets the tactics right. He's with Adam Booth. You don't have to go looking for Hrgović, and you don't have to worry about him, you know, jabbing and slipping a counter jab. Like that's not his game. His game is let's go to war kind of thing. Half tactically, of course, but his thing is let's go to war. I think I'm gonna be brave here, but I think David does him.
Yeah,
nice, man. No, I think he could do it as well. I agree with you. I think that what a lot of people don't understand. Look, I'm just speaking as a fan's perspective. You're obviously speaking from, you know, more being in that side. Changing the team, I think that made a big change in his overall persona, man. Because I think he looks a lot better now with Adam Booth. Adam Booth's obviously been at the big fights as well, you know, with the ex-fighters that he's had in the past. So I think that would also give him that extra bit of confidence going into this next fight. You know, he's going to come through with a good game plan. So,
and also, let me just flag something here. David picked Hrgović. It wasn't the other way. So they've obviously seen something where they're just like, I got him.
No, big up, man. Big up, man.
With this fight, I see it being a late stoppage because I think due to experience that Hergovich has got, I think David is gonna go smart in this fight. He ain't gonna go all guns blazing. I think he's gonna be smart. I think it's gonna mid to late. I reckon. You know, mid to late.
Yeah, I think you know what it is when you're David, like he is like a gifted puncher. Whereas Hergovich will have to maybe break you down. Hergovich is a lot bigger than I realized or given credit for. He's a big boy. I don't know what he's 6'5" or, but he didn't look much smaller than Joe Joyce in there. So he's definitely big enough. He's brave enough. He's like just one of those tough boys. I think you've got to fight the right tactic. And Adam Booth fighters are typically, they don't really get involved in wars. If that makes sense. Even though he wants to sling in that left hook, he wants to do some damage. They kind of punch on their terms throughout history. Like if you're looking at all of them, from the Ryan Burnett's, George Groves, all of them, they punch on their terms. Josh Kelly, they do things on their terms. They control the tempo, the distance, everything of the fight. I think thinking that, I'll be thinking they'll want to control this fight and not let Hergovich kind of get into a bit of a rhythm. He's a rhythm fighter. Once he starts landing 1-2, he lands again and then again, and then that's what he does. So, that's the fight that I'm looking forward to most, because I think that is the 50-50 fight on the card.
Yeah, no, definitely. The card's looking good. So I'm obviously looking forward to it. It's coming up very, very soon. Obviously, Dan, I know you don't really have that much time, man. So
we've got time. Hold on, let me see what my phone says. We've got 5%.
Let's chuck in this one.
Get in.
What's your views on AJ and Jake Paul? What's going on?
Let's have that.
Do you know what? There's doing good business and there's doing good things, and there's like, we all know that it's a silly fight, but how many silly fights have we watched same way? And if the money's there, sometimes you just go and grab it. So I understand it from a business standpoint. Jake Paul, for whatever reason, is one of the money fights in boxing, and I kind of half rate him, because he, out of everyone, has taken it very, very seriously. To call out AJ is like ridiculous. But you know what? If he wants to do it, let him do it. That's what I'm saying.
But don't you think
he's got the pull? He's got the pull.
Don't you think he can get hurt though, man? Like this,
of course he can. But of course he can. But hopefully AJ does him in one shot, and he doesn't have to take 8 rounds of punishment.
Round one. I reckon
that's
round
it.
one is
Bam.
him out.
Yeah, but look, if you're AJ, to a certain degree, it's free money. But to another degree, it's almost like you can't win regardless.
Yeah.
AJ's got enough money. It's for him and his team to decide if they want another 50 or 100 million. I'll do it.
I'll do it, man.
We need to see the Fury fight now, man. It's before they officially proper retired. Look, we need to see it. The boxing.
See, I don't think I'm not sure we get it ever.
Man.
You don't think it will ever happen then, yeah?
Well, do you know what it is? Like the longer Tyson Fury is out, you know how boxing goes. It's all momentum based. You can't really even plan for it. You ride the waves as they come. But what is for sure is the longer someone's out the ring, the longer they'll stay out the ring, and the further said fight seems to be, regardless of what reports come out. There's a report coming out every week. AJ's going to fight Tyson Fury. As soon as they get Tyson Fury in front of the camera, it's just like, no. so like, we can wish for the fight all we want. I'm not sure if we get it. We could have got it so many times and we didn't. I am not sure why at this point it's not like they're in need of money. I don't think so. I'm a pessimist though.
Do you know what? Turkey and Sheikh said that he will make it happen next year, but they both need a warm-up fight. This is what I'm saying. Forget the warm-up fight. Something could go wrong. Do you know what I mean? Just make it happen. If they were smart, they should have made it happen this year in December. I would have definitely done 100,000.
I think they tried. But when someone doesn't fancy it, doing other things. He doesn't fancy it. Because what they both know is, yes, they might both be past their best, but it's still a legacy fight. This is the fight people have talked about for a long time. It will be like the Khan Brook fight to a certain degree, where it's like, yes, we know you're both not at your best. So the conversation is no longer who wins at their best, it's who wins right now. So there's still a lot of pressure. It will still sell massively, and it will put bums on seats. And I think they understand the pressure, or certainly wherever the hold up is, they understand the pressure and the magnitude of this fight. They could lose 10 times each more. This fight will still be there.
No, 100%. I agree with you both, and it is something that eventually needs to happen. And I don't know what it is. I just feel that Tyson Fury's mindset right now, he's not on boxing. Obviously, I keep up with horse racing. We've seen that, you know, he's invested in a horse. It's called the Gypsy King, I believe. It came last, man, but it wasn't really the best, man. But I think his mind is elsewhere. Netflix, horse racing, like he's got. I don't think boxing is in agenda right now.
Something tells me, okay, he's in his honeymoon period, but he's gonna get bored soon. He's gonna get an itch. He wants to come back, and AJ will be the biggest name for him to fight.
Yeah. It will be like how we did it when he retired before and came back to fight Wilder.
Yeah.
But it's Tyson Fury. It doesn't work unless the light bulb goes off and the spark is back. If that doesn't come back, he won't come back.
Yeah, sure.
No, definitely. You know what? Let me just quickly run through some of the comments quickly, and then just one more question just before you go, man, because I know you're super busy, man. Thank you so much for everyone just getting involved. Polar Knights is obviously saying, as a barber, I love this show. It is every stage of beard growth. Now, big up to you, Polar Knights, man. I'm laughing right now. Plenty, actually. Abbas is obviously saying, I love Jake to fight Tommy first and beat him, then fight AJ. I think that makes sense. But then it could work in Tommy's favor, seeing AJ beat Jake and financially sees what happens next. And I'm still backing Tyson if that happens, man. So Abbas is a big Tyson Fury fan, man. So no, big up to him. Just before you go, you know, we've obviously got the big one, man. And I thought we have to get your thoughts on this, man.
Yeah.
Crawford. Just give me your thoughts, man. Just the whole magnitude, like everything. Like, what are you saying, just from your perspective, man? That's what I want to know.
I love Crawford. Yeah, ridiculous fighter. But I think 168. I know he's starting camp here and I had a look at his fight with Madrimov the other day, and whilst he did well, there was no point in that fight where he really managed to sit down and stay with him. That was at 154. I've got a weird feeling he's got all the skills in the world, by the way, to beat Canelo, but this is the first time we've seen Canelo actually be questioned. Like, people think he might not win this fight. People didn't even have that thought when he fought Bivol. People were quite shocked that Bivol beat him.
Yeah.
And this is the first fight I think he's had his back up against the wall, and people are questioning his skill set. Like, this is, for skill sets, this is the best fight out there for me. They've both got every shot in the book. They are elite when it comes to the combinations they throw, where they place their punches. I think this is the top two, but I've just got a feeling that 168 is too much. And I also have a feeling that Crawford will try and stay in the pocket with Canelo, and I think that will be his undoing. I don't think he gets stopped. I think we see a 12-round beautiful one, but I think we see one that's for the purists. I'm not sure if we get the super explosive, I land a massive shot, you land a massive shot. They're both too skilled for that. At the top level, you don't land clean too often. So I think we get one that I'm going to appreciate. A lot of people are going to appreciate, but I don't think it's going to end up being that like massive back and forth, all action fight that people think you're going to get. I think they're too defensively sound.
Yeah. Preach, man. It's obviously great just to hear your, your views on it, because for me, I'm a massive Canelo fan. Obviously, I appreciate Crawford for what he's done in the sport, and he's a generational, modern day legend, I would say, man. So you got two pound for pound best, fighting each other, which is great. But like you said, there's weight classes for a reason. I also looked at that Madrimov fight and I saw, yes, Madrimov was tricky, but you kind of saw what Crawford would be at a heavier weight, and he wasn't as effective as what he's been in the welterweight division as well. So adding 2 extra weights on top of that as well, going up, I don't know if he's going to have that same effect on Canelo. Is Canelo going to respect his punches? Because I don't think he's going to respect it. I think he's going to be coming forward. I think it's not going to really, have that much effect, man. But let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see.
Yeah, I would go Canelo unanimous. I think it would be close. I think it would definitely be competitive. But I think unless Crawford gets on his bike and actually tries to box Canelo, we know how to beat Canelo. Fast feet, you take the perimeter, but you be brave in moments like a Bivol, you those moments that you're in control of, you take control of them, and then you get back on your bike, because he kind of plods now more than he did when he was at a lighter weight. I don't think Canelo's going to do that. I mean, Crawford's going to do that. I think he's going to try and stay, especially as a southpaw. So I think there'll be a lot of the front hands touching each other, because I think Crawford's going to, and I think they'll both be looking for the sexiest shots in the book, personally.
Yeah. I just hope it's not a Charlo situation all over.
It won't be that. It won't be that, because Crawford's going to be a southpaw. Crawford's going to be a southpaw for this, and I think that is what makes it a better fight.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Now, big up to you once again, Savage Dan, man, for just joining us. Abbas is obviously saying, just a quick one before he goes. There's a reason why Canelo has an unbelievable longevity in the sport. He saves himself for a challenge because he can be 65% against the rest of the 168 fighters. But since he's been doubted, he's obviously been up there, and this fight will show he's still the best. Now, I definitely agree with you, Abbas, and look, we've got one of the best in there in terms of his mind, talking to us about boxing, man. So big up to you. And also, can you explain to the people as well, your new project, Jukebox Studios? We're obviously going to add the link in the description.
It's not, I've had Jukebox Studios for 10 years.
Wow, what?
10 years, bro. 10 years. It opened in, I think, April or March of 2015.
Oh, that's powerful, man. Yeah,
so music, podcasts, anything to do with media, a lot of the football stuff you see, it's all recorded in here. Got 2 podcast studios, 2 music studios. But yeah, just a media hub.
Yeah, no, big up to you, man. Honestly, man, this is just for us just sharing, the flowers for the great work that you've been able to do, man, because you're everywhere. You're everywhere.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I live in that little niche, somewhere between sports, media, music. I live in, that's it. I just do the things I love. I'm lucky.
Yeah, no, big up to you. Big up to you once again. And thank you so much once again, for joining us on another special. You're always welcome, to come and join us. And I definitely need to, after this, we're going to talk more about, Jukebox when the cameras are off.
Definitely, man. Bro. Definitely.
Thanks
for having me, guys.
No, big up to you, my brother, man. God bless. And cuz, wrap up the show for the people.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a lovely, productive week, and we shall see you again on Sunday. Peace and love.
Peace.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag,